What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with all you need to know about working in Germany from Radical Living. I'm excited to jump into this because I know it's so incredible because you get the vacation time, you get the maternity, the paternity leave. They care about work-life balance. They care about that. And so I can't wait to hear what he got to say. But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon are all up top. If you want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Human. I'll talk back. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. What we got? Radical Living.
Germans are lazy and they don't want to work. That's a sentence you probably never heard before. Just wait until you finish this video and tell me I'm wrong. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about working in Germany. From working conditions, to laws, to work culture, and also about high demand jobs here. Are you ready?
I am.
Did you know that Germany is missing workers? A lot! At the moment,
Really?
there are 1.2 million job positions which can't be filled. And predictions are that in 2030, it's gonna be more than 5 million. If you're looking for a job, Germany is one of your best bets to get one. It's almost impossible to get not employed here. Workers are missing in all kind of jobs, from caregiving to engineering to IT to handymans. Last year alone, there were over 60,000 open training positions for the famous Ausbildung in Germany, which couldn't be filled. For the industry, it's especially hard to fill all those labor jobs. Young people today, they don't want to do them anymore. They just want to sit behind their desk on the computer, relaxing.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. It's because we learned that there's other ways. There's easier ways to access the money. And so we, like he said, you want to sit behind your desk, relaxing, chilling, working and relaxing at the same time. If that makes sense.
Do them anymore. They just want to sit behind their desk on the computer, relaxing, watching YouTube on the side. Everybody wants to study. More than 50% of all young people in Germany, they go to university. And that's actually a problem because there's too many people who want to study and sit behind desks, and there's too little people who want to work with their hands. Lazy bastards. And the fact that the birth rate has been declining forever isn't helping much. There's much more old people than young people, which brings a whole set of challenges and problems, especially for the workforce. The German workforce is losing 100,000 people each year because more people are going into pension than are going to start working. And because Germans refuse to make more children, the plan of the government is to take in more immigrants.
There you go. That's a good plan.
But Germany is actually a pretty good place to work because the salaries are quite high and it's very important for every German to have a good work and life balance. That's one of the most important things here. If you have ever played with the thought about coming to Germany and working here, it's a very good time to do that. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the German work week.
I've never played with the thought of working there. But visiting, I have played with the thought of, I do want to visit. But I do need some money. I do need more money first. I need more money.
Very good time to do that. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the German work week. It's pretty straightforward. Germans love order. So you work usually from Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, so a 40-hour work week is the usual. Saturday, offices are closed, and Sunday is holy. Everything's closed on Sunday, okay? The only things that are open on Sunday are bars and restaurants. So no grocery shopping, not going to the mall, just relax and recharge your energy. The workday starts usually between 7 and 9 in the morning, and after 6 hours you need to take at least a 30 minutes break. That's regulated by law. If your employer doesn't give you 30 minutes of a break, that's illegal and he has to pay a penalty. Overtime is one of the few things in Germany that is not regulated by law, but it's in your contract. So you can either choose between an extra payout for each hour worked, or you can accumulate those extra hours you spend working and just get another few days off. Okay,
Ooh.
let's say you got your first job. Congratulations.
I like
You're sitting
that.
in front of your future employer and he's giving you a contract. In Germany, there's two types of contracts. An open-ended contract and a fixed-term contract. The only difference is that the open-end contract doesn't need to be renewed after a year or whatever time period it is set to. And both contracts, of course, have their pros and cons. Most Germans would strive to get an open-end contract because they like security. The only negative thing about open-end contracts is that if you quit your job at a company, not when you get fired, only when you quit, then you don't get unemployment benefits for the first 3 months. So you have to wait for 3 months without money for your unemployment benefit. But with a fixed-term contract, you get immediately unemployment benefits. So let's say you have worked there for a year and you see, oh, the boss is such an asshole and the company sucks anyway, I want to work somewhere else. You can just let the contract run out and then you get unemployment benefits. That's 66% of your net salary each month. And you can take your time looking for a new job. And as I said, it's pretty easy to find a job in Germany. But for all contracts,
That sounds nice. I would definitely be taking my time, if you feel me. I'd definitely be taking my time to get back out there if I were to quit. 67%, survivable.
new job. And as I said, it's pretty easy to find a job in Germany. But for all contracts, doesn't matter if it's open-end or fixed term, there's a probation period. Usually it lasts between 3 and 6 months. And in this time, you can get fired any day without any reason. Just if your employer feels like it, yeah, you're not fitting the company, bye-bye. So make sure to be the best version of yourself for at least 6 months. And once the probation period is over, you can just chill and do nothing. Just kidding. It's not really like that, but after the probation period, it's getting pretty hard to get fired because the employee's protection against dismissal are super strict in Germany. It actually sucks to be an employer in Germany. There's only 2 reasons you can fire people. 1, the business is struggling and has to let go of people, or you're doing something very stupid which is in some way damaging the business. That are the only 2 reasons you can get fired in Germany. Crazy, right? Okay, you got your job, you almost can't get kicked out, overtime is paid, what else do you want? Well, that's not all of it. In Germany, you also have paid vacation days. A lot of them. The minimum amount of paid vacation days is 20. So you get at least 20 days a year off, fully paid. For bigger companies, it's sometimes even more than 30. It's pretty normal to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks off, travel to another country, don't think about work, fully paid. How does that sound? But what about work?
It sounds absolutely gorgeous. It sounds like a dream. It sounds like a dream. Keep talking.
Don't think about work, fully paid. How does that sound? But what about work culture? Is it even fun to work here? The most important thing in Germany is being on time. If the meeting starts at 10, you're gonna be there, not at 10 minutes before 10. For all of you coming from Latin America or South of Europe, you will hate it here. Being late is one of the worst things you can do in Germany. Everybody hates it. If you're coming constantly too late, get out of here! Now! And when you work, you work. Germans hate small talk. That's no secret.
Really?
And even more so while at work. Another thing is that work and private life in Germany is very separated. So if you're at work, you work, and if you're at home, no one's gonna call you, you don't answer emails, you're not gonna think about work, yeah? No one expects you to be available in your off time. It's very uncommon for a German boss or a colleague to call you when you're off. They will only call you if it's a real emergency. There's usually nothing that can't wait until the next day or until your holiday is over. That's how it is here. Up until 2 years ago, it was very common that you just go into office, even if you can work from home, from remote. People want you, the boss wants you to come into the office, to be present, you know. That thankfully changed a bit due to COVID. But some companies say, even if you work from home and you're not in the office, they ask you to be in the city or in the country. So you can't go to another country and work as a digital nomad, enjoy the views, the good weather. No, they don't want you to be happy. They want you to sit in cold-ass Germany and work on your desk in the dark. Yeah, that's what they want. But there's a solution to that, which brings us to today's sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN is a VPN client, which lets you hide your real IP address. And this comes in handy in so many ways. I'm in Guatemala right now, and if I were to work for one of those unreasonably strict... Welcome. Back to Germans and their work. Let's talk about sick leave. Since Germany has universal healthcare, everybody who's working has health insurance, and there's sick leave. If you are sick in Germany, you will get your full salary, 100%, and it's very easy to call in sick leave.
That's how it should be. That right there is how it should be. You get your full salary, 100%. Do not, if you're sick, do not come in. Do not come in. I done went to work sick so many times I can't even count. With the cold, with all kind of fever. Nah, maybe not a fever, but a strong headache. Strong headaches. Sheesh. It's been a lot of different things.
Full salary, 100%, and it's very easy to call in sick leave. In the first 3 days, you usually don't even have to go to the doctor. You just call your boss or write an email and say, I'm sick, I'm not coming in today or tomorrow. And then you just stay home, relax, recover, and you get full pay. If you're sick for more than 3 days, you have to go to the doctor, and the doctor has to give you a certificate that you're like really sick and not just pretending to. And then you bring this medical certificate to your employer, and then you're sick for another week, for 2 weeks, with full pay. And if you're sick for longer, more than 1 or 2 weeks, you still get 100% of your salary for the first 6 weeks. If you're seriously ill and you didn't recover after 6 weeks, your health insurance kicks in and still pays your salary. But not 100%. After 6 weeks you get only 70% of your salary, but you will get it for 78 weeks. So if you're seriously ill, you will still get 70% of your pay for more than a year. So you have enough time to recover whatever you have.
That's amazing.
What do you think about that? Sounds good, right? The funny thing is that if you are getting sick on your vacation days, many companies see that as sick days, and then you can take your holiday at a different time. I'm sure this sounds...
Are y'all serious? Bro, if you sick on a vacation days, the company like, nah, you need that vacation. We gonna put that down as your sick days. You take your vacation at another time. Oh my gosh. It sounds like y'all care about the people. It sounds like y'all care more about the people than profited. That sounds beautiful.
See that as sick days, and then you can take your holiday at a different time. I'm sure this sounds crazy to many of you coming from different countries.
Yes.
And it's a great system, but unfortunately there's also some bad actors who take advantage of this system. I personally know a lot of people who party too hard on the weekend, and then they don't feel good on Monday, and then they call their boss and say, oh, I'm so sick, I can't come into work on Monday, you know, and then they just stay at home recovering from their hangover. And they do this many times a year, and that really accumulates, and it's not good for the business. But hey, it's a great system nonetheless. If you're getting sick, you don't have to worry about your pay. You have time to recover, and that's great. Next, parental leave. Which is a very unique feature. Not many countries have this. Parental leave is one of the many things the country does to make it more attractive for families to get more children, at least more than one. And it really should, because the birth rate, it's going to the toilet. And as I mentioned before, this is a huge problem. First, there's Mutterschutz, maternity leave. Female employees who are about to give birth are entitled to paid maternity leave. They get 6 weeks before the birth date and 8 weeks after the birth date, so a total of 14 weeks paid maternity leave, fully paid. And in this time, you can't get fired, it's impossible. So the mother has enough time to recover after giving birth, not having to think about work and getting money. And then there's parental leave, Elternzeit. But what is Elternzeit? Well, it's a time the government gives you to spend time with your child. As a new fresh parent, you can take time off work, up to 14 months. You get paid Elternzeit. It doesn't matter who takes it. Is it
14 months? Oh my god. That sounds like an absolute dream. Absolute dream.
14 months. You get paid Elternzeit. It doesn't matter who takes it. Is it the father or the mother? Or you can make half and half. 7 months takes the father off, 7 months takes the mother off, or you can take both 7 months at the same time off. And in this time, you don't have to go to work and the government will pay your salary. Not the full salary, but 67% of it, but only up to 1,800 euros a month. So for example, you can say, oh, my child is there, I want to spend time with it. You get paid by the government, you can take the child, travel the world for 6 months, almost fully paid, and then you come back to Germany. You can go back to work. And in this time of parental leave, your job is 100% secure. It's not allowed to get fired in this time. And guess what?
That's amazing.
You don't even have to ask your employer when and if you want to take this parental leave.
What?
You can just take it. That's crazy, right? Good job, Germany. This is surely a thing that makes it more attractive to have more children. Wait a minute.
Yes.
If I make 1 child a year, I can basically go on parental leave forever. Better get to work.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm about to repopulate the earth, you feel me?
Right, we still have some very interesting topics to cover. We have high demand jobs, pension, unemployment, how to find any jobs, and also what's changing in German work culture. But I didn't intend this video on becoming that long, so I'm gonna make part 2 for this. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to know more about anything work related or things I should cover, drop it in the comments below. I'll have a look at them. And see you in the next video. Adios.
I love that one. That was a really good video. That's all we got for this one. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.